Hey there! If you're over 50 and feeling like you're behind on retirement savings, this video is for you. First of all, let me say this loud and clear. You are not alone. In fact, nearly half of Americans over the age of 50 have little to no savings set aside for retirement. And yes, it can feel scary, frustrating, and even a little hopeless. But here's the truth. You can still retire comfortably even if you're starting late. It just takes the right mindset, a clear strategy, and a willingness to take control. Starting today. So grab a notepad, take a deep breath, and stick with me. Because in this video, I'm going to walk you through a step-by-step game plan to catch up on your retirement savings, reduce your stress, and start building the retirement you deserve. The Late Saver Reality Check. Let's start with a reality check, not to scare you, but to ground us in the truth. If you're in your 50s or 60s and haven't saved much for retirement, the traditional plan of saving for 40 years and retiring at 65 may not work for you. And you know what? That's okay. Life happens. You may have raised kids, paid off debt, helped your parents, gone through a divorce, or simply never earned enough to save. There are a million reasons why someone could fall behind on retirement, and most of them have nothing to do with laziness or irresponsibility. What matters now is not the past. It's what you do with the time you have right now. Step 1. Shift your mindset. It's not too late. The first and most important thing you can do is let go of shame and regret. Beating yourself up won't put a single dollar in your retirement account. What will help is shifting into action mode. Think of it like this. Even if you have just 10 or 15 years until retirement, that's still time to make smart financial moves. With the right strategy, you can build a strong foundation, even from a modest starting point. So don't think it's too late. Think now is the time. Step 2. Know your number. Before you can plan, you need to know what you're aiming for. That means asking, how much money will I actually need in retirement? Here's a simple formula to get started. Take your current monthly expenses and multiply that by 12 to get your annual needs. Then multiply that number by 25. That gives you a ballpark estimate of how much you'd need to cover your lifestyle in retirement. Example, if you live on $3,000 per month, that's $36,000 per year. Multiply that by 25 equals $900,000. Now don't panic. That number may seem huge, especially if you're starting late. But here's the good news. You may not need that much. You'll likely receive Social Security, and you may work part-time, downsize, or adjust your lifestyle. The point is not to scare you, it's to give you a starting point for a real plan. Step 3. Maximize all catch-up contributions. One of the biggest advantages of being over 50 is that the IRS allows you to contribute more to your retirement accounts. As of now, if you're over 50, you can contribute up to $30,000 per year into a 401k, up to $7,500 per year into a traditional or Roth IRA. That means you can stash away more money faster than someone in their 30s or 40s. And if your employer offers a match on your 401k, take full advantage of it. It's free money. Even if you can't max out those contributions yet, do as much as you can. Start with $100 a week, then build up. The momentum will grow as your mindset and habits shift. Step 4. Rethink retirement. It's a phase, not a date. Forget the idea that retirement has to happen at 65 and that you suddenly stop working forever. Today, many people retire in stages. They leave their full-time job, then take on part-time work, freelance gigs, or passion projects that bring in income. Why does this help? Because working just 10 to 15 hours a week after retirement can dramatically reduce the amount of savings you need. It stretches your nest egg, reduces your withdrawal rate, and keeps you mentally and socially active. If you love gardening, tutoring, writing, consulting, or crafting, there are ways to turn those passions into part-time income streams. We'll talk more about those in part 2 of this video. But for now, just remember, retirement is not an on-off switch. It's a personal journey, and you get to design it in a way that works for you. Step 5. Track every dollar and cut the waste. One of the most powerful tools you have is your spending plan, aka a budget. If you're starting late, every dollar matters. That's why tracking your expenses can feel like getting a raise without earning more. Start by tracking all your spending for 30 days. Then ask, what's essential? What's negotiable? What's completely unnecessary? You might find subscriptions you don't use, grocery habits that can be optimized, or services you can negotiate, like insurance or internet bills. Trimming just $300 a month from your expenses adds up to $3,600 a year. Welcome back. In part 1, we looked at how shifting your mindset, calculating your retirement number, maximizing catch-up contributions, and rethinking retirement as a gradual transition, not a deadline, can set you up for success even if you started saving late. Now let's roll up our sleeves and talk about how to accelerate your progress. These next steps are all about increasing your income, stretching every dollar, and creating new opportunities. Right now, right where you are. Let's dive in. Strategy 6. Build new income streams, even small ones. If you're behind on savings, one of the most powerful things you can do is add income, even temporarily. We're not talking about getting another full-time job, unless you want to, but about small, strategic ways to bring in extra money now and during retirement. Here are some ideas: freelancing, writing, editing, bookkeeping, consulting, remote part-time jobs, customer service, tutoring, virtual assistant. Use your skills. Teach music, babysit, repair bikes, do photography. Sell online, Etsy, eBay, Facebook Marketplace, print on demand, Airbnb, rent a spare room or your home occasionally, pet sitting or dog walking, especially popular in retirement communities. Even an extra $500 a month can dramatically shift your financial outlook over the next 5 to 10 years. That's $6,000 a year. Money you can invest, save, or use to pay off debt. And remember, any income you earn in your 50s and 60s helps you delay dipping into retirement accounts, giving your money more time to grow. Strategy 7. Downsize to unlock cash flow. Your house might be your biggest asset and your biggest expense. If your home is larger than you need, in a high-cost area, or expensive to maintain, it might be time to downsize. Downsizing doesn't mean giving up comfort. It means choosing something that fits your life now, not the one you had 20 years ago. Benefits of downsizing: lower mortgage or no mortgage at all, cheaper utility bills and taxes, less maintenance and stress, potential cash from home equity, ability to relocate somewhere with lower cost of living. Some people even sell their home, buy something smaller outright, and use the leftover equity to boost their retirement accounts. That's a smart way to turn your lifestyle into a strategy. Not ready to sell? Consider house hacking, renting a room or converting part of your home into a short-term rental to generate income without leaving your house. Strategy 8, invest smart, even later in life. Just because you're over 50 doesn't mean investing is off the table. In fact, smart investing is crucial if you want to grow your money in a limited amount of time. But investing after 50 is different. You want to focus on growth with protection, not risky speculation. Here's how. Contribute consistently to a 401k or IRA. Diversify across stocks, bonds, and ETFs. Avoid timing the market. Focus on long-term growth. Keep costs low. Look for low-fee index funds. Talk to a fiduciary advisor if you need help. If you're 55 and plan to work until 70, you still have 15 years of potential growth. That's powerful. Even if you only earn 5 to 6% annually, that can double your savings in a decade. The key is to invest regularly, not perfectly. Strategy 9. Eliminate bad debt fast. As we said in a previous video, debt is dangerous in retirement. If you're still carrying credit card debt, personal loans, or car payments, it's time to prioritize paying those off fast. Start by listing your debts. Balance, interest rate, minimum payment. Then choose one of two approaches. Snowball. Pay off the smallest debt first for a psychological win. Avalanche. Pay off the highest interest debt first to save money. While paying off debt, avoid taking on new debt, especially large purchases, extended loans, or unnecessary financing. And remember, every dollar you eliminate from monthly debt payments is a dollar you free up for savings or retirement income. Strategy 10. Plan a soft landing retirement. Many people picture retirement as a cliff. You work one day and the next you stop forever. But there's another way. The soft landing approach. That means working a few extra years, maybe part-time, gradually reducing hours at your current job, transitioning to a lighter, lower-stress role, starting a passion-based business or hobby that earns income. Why this matters: delaying retirement just 2 to 3 years can increase your Social Security benefits, reduce the number of years your savings need to last, give your investments more time to grow, let you contribute more while spending less. That combination gives you a much smoother and more confident transition into retirement. Reframing retirement. It's not about quitting work. Here's the big mindset shift I want to leave you with today. Retirement isn't just about quitting your job. It's about creating a life you love. Welcome to part 3. If you've made it this far, that means one thing. You're serious about creating a better future for yourself. And that's already a big win. In this final section, I want to help you take everything we've talked about and turn it in a real, actionable plan. Then I'll share with you a real-life example of someone who started late and still built a comfortable retirement. And finally, we'll wrap things up with a message I hope stays with you long after this video ends. Let's begin. The Late Saver Action Plan: 7 steps to start today. You don't need 100 strategies. You just need a handful of the right ones, done consistently. Here's a simple step-by-step plan you can begin right now. 1. Know your number. Estimate how much you'll need in retirement. Use the 25x rule. Annual expenses times 25. 2. Max out catch-up contributions. If you're over 50, contribute as much as possible to your 401k or IRA. 3. Track every expense for 30 days. Understand where your money is going and identify at least 3 things to cut or reduce. 4. Create a new income stream. Start a small side hustle, freelance gig, or part-time job. Every dollar counts. 5. Invest automatically. Set up recurring contributions to a low-fee retirement account. Consistency is more important than perfection. 6. Pay off high-interest debt, especially credit cards or personal loans. Freeing up monthly cash is crucial. 7. Design your version of retirement. Don't chase someone else's dream. Think about what truly matters to you. Travel, simplicity, time with loved ones, purposeful work. This plan isn't magic, but it does work. Follow these steps for the next 6 months, and you'll already feel the difference. Not just financially, but emotionally too. Real life story. Tom and Lisa, age 56 and 59. Let me tell you a quick story about a couple I know, Tom and Lisa. At age 56 and 59, they realized they had less than $40,000 saved for retirement. For years, they focused on their kids, their mortgage, helping aging parents, and just getting through life. Sound familiar? When they finally took a hard look at their future, they panicked. But instead of giving up, they made a plan. Here's what they did. They sold their 5-bedroom home and moved into a 2-bedroom condo, freeing up $120,000 in equity. Tom picked up part-time remote work as a tech consultant 3 days a week. Lisa started teaching piano lessons from home. They cut out $400 per month in unnecessary expenses, subscriptions, dining out, extra services. They maxed out their 401k and Roth IRA catch-up contributions for 6 years straight. And they delayed taking Social Security until age 68. Fast forward to now. Tom is 65, Lisa is 68. They're retired, mortgage-free, have about $290,000 in savings, and earn part-time income doing things they love. They travel a little, help their grandkids, and sleep well at night. Did they become millionaires? Number. Did they create a peaceful, secure, joyful retirement starting from behind? Yes, and if they did it, so can you. Final words. It's not too late, it's time. Let me say this one more time. It's not too late. Yes, you may have started saving late. Yes, you may feel like you're playing catch-up. But the truth is, the most important moment in your financial life is the one you're in right now. You have choices, you have power, and you still have time to build a retirement and the life you want. Even small changes, consistently applied, can lead to big outcomes. And remember, retirement is not a destination, it's a journey, and yours can start today. So don't wait for the perfect moment. There's no such thing.